Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jason from Dropshipping University coming back at you guys with a brand new episode. In today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you the 5 simple steps to start your wholesale dropshipping business on eBay in 2020. These are 5 simple steps that anybody can do, and it's not going to be something that is going to take a lot of time. It can really be something simple to set up, and with these 5 tips, you'll be able to start your wholesale dropshipping business. And if you already have a retail arbitrage business where you're selling from Amazon or Walmart, maybe Home Depot onto eBay, I'm going to teach you how you can easily transition into using wholesale dropshipping for your eBay dropshipping business going forward. Now, if you guys could take a second to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell notification, because that's the only way that you'll be able to receive notifications every single time I put out new content. And with that said, I'm going to get right into this. I have a PowerPoint where I'm going to explain the 5 easy, simple steps that you can use to get your wholesale dropshipping business up and running today. Okay guys, so I'm inside my computer right here, and as you can see, I put a PowerPoint together for you. I'm gonna pull out my pointer. So the first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna open a new eBay account. Now this might sound obvious, but this is really important. If you've never started an eBay account, you're gonna go ahead and go to this link right here that I put for you. You can also Google it. You just say something like start a new eBay account today, and this will be where it takes you. It's a very simple process. It's just gonna ask you for your name, an email address, and maybe a couple of other identifying characteristics about you, and you'll be good to go. You'll have a brand new eBay account. Now that's going to be if you've never set up an eBay account before, you've never sold on eBay, just go ahead and go to that link. Now if you do have an existing eBay account, maybe you've already done some drop shipping on your account in the past, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up a brand new account, and you can actually do this quite simply on eBay. A lot of people have the misunderstanding that eBay doesn't want you to open up multiple accounts, when in fact that's not true. eBay is perfectly okay with you having multiple accounts, selling accounts that is, and it's very simple to just go ahead and open up a new eBay account. You don't have to use a separate name. It doesn't have to be a stealth account. You can use your name, your email address, all of your business information, and you'll be good to go. So once you already have an account, and let's say for example that you've had an account in the past that got flagged, and I know this question is going to come up because it always does. People have been doing Amazon to eBay dropshipping in the past, and they've had an account flag where their listings are getting suppressed in search. This is going to be a situation that is perfect for you transitioning into wholesale dropshipping, opening up a brand new eBay account so you can specifically sell on that wholesale dropshipping eBay account. Now, in eBay's eyes, you are innocent until proven guilty. What that means is if you already have an existing eBay account that is flagged from previous misuse of the dropshipping policy, then all you have to do is open up a brand new eBay account, and your new account will not be flagged. It doesn't transfer over an account flag or throttle from previous use. And that's one of the awesome things that we figured out, and we found through a lot of data, a lot of trial and error. And eBay, even if you call them up, they'll tell you this information. So it's not a secret. It's no secret information there. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do, is open up a brand new fresh eBay account. And from there, what do you have to do? Well, you have to start a business. Okay, that's going to be your step 2. You need to have a business when doing wholesale dropshipping. Now, what I mean by having a business, you have to register a new business. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a sole proprietor or an LLC or a C Corp. There's a lot of different business structures or entities that you can set up. I personally have a single member LLC with S Corp status, and all that means is that I am running a business. I have limited liability as a corporation, and I'm the single member. I have 100% equity of the business. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated when you actually look at the different types of entities and how that affects you from a tax standpoint and a reporting standpoint. But that's the reason that you would want to consult with a CPA, your own CPA perhaps, or you can just find out a lot of this information directly on the Secretary of State's website as well as the IRS's website. And that's what I have for you guys right here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is register your business with the state that you live in. So if you live in Texas, you're going to go on to the Secretary of State's website in Texas, and you're going to register a new business. Now, when you're getting accepted by a wholesale supplier, they don't care what type of legal formation that you have, as long as you have a business. And this is where where it comes into play is when you're applying for a wholesale application, and you'll see that in one of the future steps. They're going to ask you for your legitimate business information. So even if you're a sole proprietorship, you will actually get something called an SS4, and that is pretty much how the IRS makes sure that you as a business are collecting, remitting all your taxes at the end of the year, making sure that you are passing on what you owe back to the government or the state that you live in. So you have to make sure that you're registered in your state as well as on the federal level with the IRS. And right here I have a screenshot for you. This is very simple SS4 application right here, Form SS4. You'll see that hyperlinked, and that is going to be directly on the IRS's website. Now, if you guys think that this is a little bit too complicated or you don't want to deal with it, so there's a lot of services out there that you can use if you don't want to do the taxes yourself, one of which is called LegalZoom. I'm sure you've heard of it before. LegalZoom will charge you a fee, but once you actually get up and running, that fee is nominal compared to the amount of time you might save if you don't know how to do this or you don't want to learn how to do this. Now, as a business owner, I always like to learn how to do these things, so I just do them myself. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to need to get that SS4, and you're going to want to register as a new business with the Secretary of State. Real simple. The step 3, after you've already become a legitimate business, you're going to want to find U.S. wholesale suppliers. Now, you might be wondering, how do I find U.S. wholesale suppliers? I can't find them when I search for them, or I've never heard of any. Well, luckily for you, I've already made a video on that. You'll see it linked across the top here, and I show you a couple of different ways in which you can find U.S. wholesale suppliers that are willing to do dropshipping for you. One of the best strategies is using targeted Google keyword searches, and as you can see right here, this is a targeted Google keyword, long tail keyword search. So I put in exercise equipment, wholesale supplier distributor USA. So we have several distinguishing keywords that we can actually get wholesale suppliers. We'll find wholesale suppliers from a match like this. Now, if you put something in really generic, like exercise supplier or something like that, you're probably going to come across a lot of retail sites that are ranking high on Google search engine results page, and therefore you're going to have to do a little bit more digging than if you had a really targeted Google search. Now, another really great strategy that I like to use is by going on to trade show websites, and within the trade show websites you'll see something called featured exhibitors or sponsored exhibitors. It can say it a bunch of different ways, but right here you can see I took a screenshot from a trade show, actually a trade show that I've been to in the past, and you can see right there from the menu navigation bar is the exhibitors, and within the exhibitors you can usually see a roster or just a directory of all the exhibitors that have gone to past trade shows for this trade show or are getting ready to go to upcoming events. So those are two of the best strategies to go about finding legitimate US wholesale suppliers. Step 4, you're going to want to submit a wholesale application. Right here is a generic wholesale application. This is going to ask you what your business information is, and that's where step 2 is really important. You want to make sure that you do these steps in order sequentially, because each one is based on the one prior. So if you don't have your business information, you're not going to be accepted by most real wholesale suppliers, because they're looking for that SS4, they're looking for tax identification numbers, they're looking to make sure that you're a legitimate reseller of their products. They don't want to be dealing with people that aren't serious about the business. So all you're going to want to do is fill out this information, and of course they have reps that will walk you through it, help you out, and if there's something that doesn't look right to them, they'll make sure that you get that fixed and then send it back in. And this is really going to be the bread and butter. Once you get accepted, now we can start selling, and that's step 5. You're going to be selling on eBay, and we're going to be using a couple of software. I like to use a couple of software. Zik Analytics is probably my favorite, and that's going to be the competitor research tool within Zik Analytics. That is going to be where you can still snipe. And a lot of people have asked me, Jason, how do I actually go about finding products that are going to sell on eBay if it's a wholesale supplier? And believe it or not, there's a lot of people out here who are already reselling wholesale products, and what you have to do is you have to snipe them, or that's one of the strategies that I like to do. There's a bunch of other strategies, and right here I talk about another one called bulk uploading. So if your wholesale supplier gives you a CSV of their inventory, all you have to do is download that CSV, and you can upload that using a host of different tools, or you can just use eBay's free file exchange bulk uploader tool, and that will get you all those products set up as long as it's formatted correctly. And another software that I like to use is called Inventory Source. Inventory Source allows me to integrate with several wholesale suppliers, and from there I can check to see if there's been any price changes or if any of their products go out of stock. It integrates into eBay, and I make sure that nothing goes out of stock, no price changes. Inventory Source also has a push to eBay tool where you can pretty much select products that you want to list on eBay, and it will just post them on your behalf on eBay. It makes things really easy. And a lot of people have asked me if the API, direct API integration into eBay from Inventory Source has caused my account to be flagged, and it has not. And that is because I am not going against eBay's API terms of service when I'm using Inventory Source, because I'm not doing marketplace or retail arbitrage. I am doing wholesale dropshipping, and that is allowed within eBay's dropshipping policy, as I've stated a lot of times in the past. So there you have it. That's really all there is to it. We have 5 simple steps to get you up and selling on eBay starting today. And all you have to do, again, just to recap it, is open up a brand new eBay account. If you already have a past eBay account that you've been selling on, just open up a brand new one with the same information as before. Then from there, you're going to want to start a business. And I gave you 2 resources that you could use. One is going to be the IRS's website. You want to get that SS4 form filled out and sent in, and you also want to go on to the Secretary of State's website with the state that you reside in and actually register your business. You can talk to a CPA or somebody who's an expert in the field of legal formation or business formation, because that's not me. I just tell you what I do myself. I'm a single member LLC with S Corp status. Okay, so the third step that you're going to do is find legitimate US based wholesale suppliers, and we talked about 2 of the best strategies that I employ to finding these wholesale suppliers, one of which is targeted keywords on Google for free, no problems there. And the other one is going to be using trade show websites within a specific niche that you're interested in selling, and finding these exhibitors, these other sponsored exhibitors who have actually been to these trade shows before, and getting contact information from there. The 4th step, again, is submitting that wholesale application, and it's really important that you have your business information all set and ready to go for that step. And number 5 is start selling their products, and hopefully you'll be making sales in no time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could take a second to like this video, comment. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will answer all of those questions myself, as I always do. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. There's a lot of information coming out on wholesale dropshipping. And I also wanted to announce to you guys too that I have a wholesale dropshipping mini course. It just came out last week. And if you guys haven't already checked that out, make sure to check the description down below. It's a free mini course with over an hour of content, and you're going to get your feet wet and learn this business model on eBay as soon as possible, and you'll be ahead of all your competitors going forward in 2020 and beyond. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.